Did you know that some of the most admired countries in Europe are rapidly collapsing in 2024? From staggering economic problems to political chaos, these nations face challenges that could change the future of Europe forever. Make sure you stick around until the end because we've got a jaw-dropping bonus fact that you won't want to miss. Trust me, this one will shock you. Let's get into the top 10 fastest collapsing European countries in 2024. Germany, often hailed as the engine of Europe, is struggling more than ever before. For decades, it was synonymous with economic strength, innovation, and stability. However, the aftermath of the Russian invasion of Ukraine sent shockwaves through the country. The loss of affordable Russian gas, which had powered industries and homes alike, left Germany scrambling to find alternatives. But it doesn't end there. Germany has an aging population, and with fewer workers, the strain on social services is growing. Data from Statista shows that in 2022, nearly 30% of the population had a migration background, with immigrants filling crucial labor gaps. While this has helped keep industries running, such as automotive manufacturing, the rapid demographic change has created tension, fueling debates about cultural integration. Germany's challenges go beyond energy and demographics. Global competition is fierce, and key sectors like manufacturing are facing technological disruptions. Add rising inflation into the mix, and Germany's economy is teetering on the edge, with fears of a recession looming. What was once Europe's pride is now showing cracks that are hard to ignore. The Netherlands, famous for its canals, tulips, and progressive society, is another country showing signs of collapse. With a population of around 18 million people, immigration has had a profound impact. Approximately 27% of the Dutch population comes from immigrant backgrounds, and this influx has created both opportunities and challenges. As highlighted by The Guardian, one of the most pressing issues in the Netherlands is its severe housing shortage. The densely populated country simply doesn't have enough space to build affordable homes, and as a result, property prices have skyrocketed. Urban areas are feeling the crunch, with locals and immigrants alike competing for limited housing. While immigrants play a vital role in sectors like healthcare and construction, the pressure on infrastructure and public services is undeniable. Cultural integration remains a sensitive topic, as large-scale immigration sparks debates about national identity. The question now is whether the Netherlands can balance its open society with the rising demand for resources. Ireland, often known for its breathtaking landscapes and rich culture, is another nation facing internal collapse. The country's housing crisis has reached an alarming level. Property prices and rents have soared, making it nearly impossible for many, especially in cities like Dublin, to afford decent housing. This has been exacerbated by a growing population, including a significant number of immigrants. According to migrationpolicy.org, Ireland's population has grown to 7.2 million by 2024, with foreign nationals accounting for 12%. While the diversity adds richness to the country's social fabric, it also places strain on housing and public services. The healthcare system, in particular, is struggling to meet the growing demand. Long waiting times, insufficient resources, and rising costs have led to public frustration. Despite the challenges, Ireland's economy remains relatively strong. However, without substantial reforms in housing and healthcare, these cracks could deepen, making life harder for both locals and immigrants. Belgium is famous for its waffles, chocolate, and being home to important institutions like the EU and NATO. However, the country's internal issues are slowly unraveling. Belgium is deeply divided between its French-speaking Wallonia and Dutch-speaking Flanders regions, and these linguistic tensions spill over into politics. Belgium's political system is notoriously complex, and it's not uncommon for the country to go months without a functioning government. BBC noted that this dysfunction has worsened economic disparities between regions, with Flanders being far more prosperous than Wallonia. To add to the strain, Belgium faces rising public debt, making it difficult to invest in infrastructure and social welfare. Immigration, while boosting the labor force, has contributed to challenges in housing and social services, particularly in urban areas. Integration remains a critical issue as tensions around identity and inclusion continue to grow. The United Kingdom, once a global superpower, has faced a turbulent decade, and 2024 has brought more uncertainty. The UK's cost of living crisis has reached a boiling point, according to CharityLink, with energy prices and food costs skyrocketing. This, coupled with stagnant wages, has left many households struggling to make ends meet. Since Brexit, the country has dealt with political instability, frequent leadership changes, and ongoing divisions over its economic future. Regional disparities between London and other parts of the country have only widened. Outside of the capital, unemployment rates are higher and there's less investment in public services. On top of this, the UK faces social challenges due to an aging population, which places additional pressure on health and social care services. The question remains, can the UK regain its footing, or are these issues a sign of a deeper collapse? Before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more eye-opening content. Turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos. Portugal, known for its stunning coastline and delicious cuisine, is battling serious economic woes. As noted by Instability, the country has one of the highest public debt levels in Europe, a legacy of the 2008 financial crisis and subsequent Eurozone debt crisis. Despite attempts to stabilize the economy, debt remains a major issue, limiting the government's ability to invest in much-needed infrastructure. Wages in Portugal have stagnated, and many young professionals are leaving for better opportunities abroad, contributing to a brain drain. As these skilled workers leave, Portugal's ability to innovate and grow economically is hindered. With an aging population, the pressure on healthcare and social security systems is intensifying. While Portugal's economy has shown signs of recovery, the combination of public debt, low wages, and demographic challenges make its future uncertain. France, a country celebrated for its culture, art, and fashion, is no stranger to social unrest. In recent years, the country has seen widespread protests and strikes, from the Yellow Vest movement to demonstrations against pension reforms. Many citizens feel that economic inequality is growing, with rising living costs eroding their purchasing power. The issue of pension reform is particularly contentious. The Washington Post reported that the French government has pushed to raise the retirement age due to its aging population, but this has been met with fierce resistance. France's high taxes, while funding extensive social welfare programs, add to the frustration among many citizens. Immigration has also sparked debates, particularly around cultural integration and job competition. While France remains one of the most diverse nations in Europe, the tensions around these issues are becoming harder to manage. According to the Council of Foreign Relations, Greece's troubles began with the global financial crisis of 2008, but the country has struggled to recover ever since. Severe austerity measures implemented under bailout programs from the EU and IMF led to widespread poverty and social unrest. Although Greece's economy has stabilized somewhat, the scars of the crisis are still felt today. Unemployment remains high, especially among young people. Many educated Greeks have left the country in search of better opportunities abroad, further weakening the country's future prospects. While tourism is a crucial part of the Greek economy, the country's reliance on it makes it vulnerable to external shocks, as seen during the COVID-19 pandemic. Greece may no longer be in the headlines, but its economic challenges remain deep-rooted. Spain, known for its rich history and beautiful landscapes, faces a range of economic and social issues. Youth unemployment is particularly alarming, with rates frequently exceeding 30% according to Statista. Many young Spaniards struggle to find stable, well-paying jobs, leading to frustration and disillusionment. Spain's aging population is another major challenge. The shrinking ratio of working-age people to retirees is putting immense pressure on the pension system, raising concerns about long-term sustainability. On top of this, Spain's political landscape has become increasingly fragmented, making it difficult for governments to implement lasting reforms. The housing crisis in major cities like Madrid and Barcelona adds to the pressure, with property prices soaring beyond what most residents can afford. Spain's future looks uncertain unless these issues are addressed. Italy is facing a combination of economic and demographic challenges that make its future look increasingly bleak. The country has one of the highest public debt levels in the world, and this debt is severely limiting its ability to invest in critical sectors like education, infrastructure, and healthcare. Youth unemployment is a persistent issue, with many young Italians unable to find stable jobs. This has led to a brain drain, with talented individuals leaving Italy for better opportunities abroad. Italy's aging population is also creating immense pressure on its pension and healthcare systems. With fewer workers contributing to the economy and more retirees depending on it, the strain is becoming harder to manage. The country's geographical location also makes it a front line for Europe's migration crisis. While immigrants contribute to Italy's labor force, integration remains a challenge, leading to social tensions and political movements that exploit these divisions. Bonus fact: did you know Italy's migration crisis is among the most intense in Europe, putting immense pressure on the country's resources and infrastructure? Stay informed and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more eye-opening content about Europe's shifting landscape. If you found these facts about Europe's collapsing countries interesting, you won't want to miss our next video on the most remote country in the world or the cheapest countries to live and retire. Make sure to check it out next. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more incredible content about the world's most fascinating places. Stay tuned for more.